Fred Durst worst guitar solo ever? I think maybe the second most esoteric reference to old YouTube I make on the regular. The other one, if you'll allow me to get demonetized on YouTube really quickly, is not today, motherfucker. You know that one? Yes, not today, motherfucker UFO. I think it was uploaded on YouTube in, I'm going to guess, 2006 or 2007. It's a guy is standing in a field. The video is about 9 seconds long. A guy is standing in a field, and a UFO clip art basically comes down like this. And then he shoots it with a gun. He says, not today, motherfucker, and shoots it with a gun. And it explodes in one shot. I think it's a great video. I think it's a fantastic video. Also, wait, I had one more thing to say, but I forgot. Oh, a goated stream title that references old YouTube that you guys wouldn't know. I don't know what to play. We told you what to play. I already told you what to play. Mike Glambin asked, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, you look like you might be Battleship, man. You look like you might be a movie about a submarine. You know what? This could be the 90s. This could be a John McTiernan, The Hunt for Red October. Is it underwater? Underwater does take place on a big drilling platform. Are you the Abyss? This is very the Abyss. Are you James Cameron coded? This doesn't look like the Abyss, though. To me, that doesn't look like the Abyss. But you know, and I also thought we already had the Abyss, but I'm going to try. Okay, it's the Abyss, y'all. Good movie. Can I say, and this is crazy to say because I think I watched the Abyss. That's pretty good. Does Wayne Brady have to choke Abyss? That is not Dr. Disrespect, by the way. I don't know who this guy. Clearly, this is Seal, who must have done a song for the movie. I don't know what guy who doesn't know what Seal looks like. I didn't know he was in this. I thought he was busy filming Batman Forever. Either way, I saw this probably in like the year 2000 or something like that, but it came out in 1994. But like, look at the cinematography, man. Like, this looks like it was shot not in the present day because that would be an insult, but it looks like it was shot, I don't know, maybe in like 2009 or something like that. It looks good, man. Well, this shot, not so much. This looks a little bit more like MODOK, but... Okay, to have the final shot in the Abyss not be like the little goop monster is kind of crazy, but fair enough. Fair enough. Ed Harris got that shit on. It's just a shirt. It's just a shirt. Let's not go crazy. Die workwear. German for the workwear. He does, though. He's literally just hot. Does he have that shit on? I mean, probably. Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go. Someone trying to get me to do their master's thesis for them. In my research colloquium, I'm discussing a genesis of meaning within the protagonists of Repairer of Reputations and Shadow over Innsmouth. While most people see these protagonists as insane or somehow inhuman, I identify within them a self-actualizing force that they receive in light of the supernatural elements they've experienced within their respective stories. Buddy, it's not about that. It's about people turning into fish. There is no deeper meaning. H.P. Lovecraft said, wouldn't it be crazy if a bunch of New Englanders turned into fish? There are no themes, there are no motifs, no art has any deeper meaning, and I'm offended that a reader could find deeper meaning in any work. If it's not on the page, it doesn't exist. Your life is a lie. No, that sounds pretty cool, though. I don't know if you made all that up. That sounds pretty cool. Why did this take so long to load? You mining Bitcoin, you little shit? What AFC West team did the Rams defeat during the famous 2022 game where Baker Mayfield led them to a win after only 2 days of joining the team? 2022 AFC West. which, if I had to guess, would contain teams in the west of the United States, such as the Denver Broncos, who are, I want to say they're in the NFC. You know what? I'm lazy. I can't think of another team that it could be. Who the hell's in the AFC West, man? The Raiders, that does make sense. How famous could a game be between the Rams and the Raiders, man, in 2022? The Atlanta Falcons are in the AFC. No, okay, that doesn't even. They're in the NFC. You're trolling me. It's the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Broncos. Can I say something? How the fuck are the Chiefs in the West, bro? That doesn't even make any sense. They're not an East Coast team, but they're in the middle of the country. They should be in the AFC mid. Aren't they 6-7? Then again, I watch a sport where fucking Edmonton is in the Pacific Division. They fucking wish, bro. What current Eastern Conference franchise was previously known as the Bullets? That's the Washington Wizards, obvious. That's maybe the easiest NBA question that's ever been in the game. For someone who played basketball video games in like 1995. I don't know why I said it like that. 1995. I think I tried to say 1989, 1992, and 1995 at the same time. I summed the syllables together and divided by 3. In the SNES. It was Nicholas Pickles. From 2007 to 2011, this reliever led the league in saves with 3 different teams. There's just no way I could possibly know. Maybe Think Riviere. Let's Move was a public health campaign initiated by the U.S. First Lady, Michelle Obama. So that's Blake Lively, for sure. And then the other face is throwing me for a loop. Oh, is it Justin Baldoni? Would they do that? I'm just going to level with you. I don't know who this guy is. I think there's a chance it's this guy from Gilmore Girls. Milo Ventimiglia. Oh, fucking is it? It is Penn Badgley. I got Milo Ventimiglia confused with Penn Badgley, bro. Chocolate-y Winter was a limited time edition of what marshmallow cereal? Thank God it's that one, man. I'm off the Penn, don't Badgley. Yes, sir. Who the fuck is Penn Badgley? You ever forget who Penn Badgley is? You just have to remember Sigur Rós. He's you. He's you. He's you. Know what I'm talking about? Yep. With hundreds of hours performing on WWE television over the last 2 decades, this wrestler is set to have his final career match. John Cena, Warrior Prince. Rachel Zegler won the Golden Globe for West Side Story, and Angela Bassett did the thing. I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi. There we go. See, then people are saying I'm not a part of the Fame Monster Guild. I know all about Lady Gaga, bro. 9% on the MLB seems about right. That's Jose Valverde. Penn Badgley and the Las Vegas Raiders. Why are you talking like Lin-Manuel Miranda today? I watched Hamilton 6 times last night and watched one Watsky video. I think that explains that. Period. A dummy, a sucker, a dupe. Well, hang on. A dupe to suck. No, okay. To copy, a fake, a dummy, a dupe. What is a replica? An imitation. A sucker. A a sucker. This is what we call lollipops in rural Ontario. Good gracious, good heavens, mercy, dear. Regional exasperated expressions associated with the American South? My goodness. A sweet candy lolly sucker. A confectionery. Year Y yellow yes. Year Y yellow yes. I don't care. Just tell me what Y might mean. Okay, I was trying to find a way to take issue and I can't. Y could mean Y. Y could mean year. Y can mean yellow in like a CMYK printer ink context, and Y can definitely mean yes. Yeah, fair enough. Yellow's insane? Bro, lucky for you, clearly you don't buy your own fucking printer ink. For a 37-year-old motherfucker like myself, I see CMYK like once a fucking year and it pisses me off. Shit is too expensive for a thing that doesn't even work. You know what pisses me off? I have a printer that's on the Wi-Fi, okay? When it gets a firmware update, it stops working until you update the firmware, which makes no fucking sense. All you do is print ink on a page. You don't need to be updated. I need to print one document every 4 months, and every single time I want to print it, it's like, oh, it's not working. So then I Google, brother, find the serial number on the thing, type it in. Oh, you got to update the firmware. Oh, what fucking application is it? You know what? It's actually great because every time I have to do this, I have to figure out what application updates the firmware, and it's literally called Brother I Print and Scan. You know, Cadenza knows. And I'm like screaming at my printer, what's wrong with you? And then I'm imagining my printer replying to me, brother, I print and scan. And I'm like, no, you fucking don't, bro. No, you fucking don't. That's the problem. If you did, I wouldn't be asking this fucking question. What has more monthly searches, Turkey or Tuba? Turkey, especially around the holidays. WWE by a mile. WWE by 10 miles. What did they do to my Bigfoot, man? He's roided, man. He's fucking juiced. He's got boulder shoulders. It's got to be Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby is getting 300,000 searches a month. The NHL is less popular than Bigfoot? That's insane, man. Who? He's probably like a top 10 NHL player in history. He might be top 5. I got to think about this. It's got to be Tones and I, who I did not know was Sidney Sweeney. But Jamie Foxx, he's got some hits, don't get me wrong, but this song is getting played 10 million times a day in like head shops across the world. Jamie Foxx was up there though, man. I got to go with Chief Keef. Apparently I'm stupid. The Tashkent Files versus Jaws. Well, Jaws might be one of the 50 best movies ever made, so I'll probably go with Jaws. It being an 8.1 is criminal. You guys should not be allowed to watch movies if you gave Jaws under a 9. We'll go Jaws again. We're going to go Shutter Island over The Outfit. Shutter Island apparently better than Jaws. We're going to go The Godfather over Shutter Island. Titanic's really good, but we'll go The Godfather. The Titanic at a 7.8 is also criminal, but I've long since stopped expecting the general population to have any sensible opinions on films. On movies, it's like on this is probably going to be relatively appropriately rated, but on films, no, they don't know what they're watching. So we'll go. Actually, that's still a little high. For some reason, Turning Red, they put out a fucking hit on Turning Red, which makes no fucking sense to me. But Turning Red clears the Age of Ultron. I'm sorry, I voted with my heart. I'm sorry, but Jaws was just okay, very boring. Then the conflict is only 7 minutes long at the end. Bro, the conflict is a whole fucking movie. It's the conflict between a shark and the people that it eats, is a conflict between the fucking town and the people that they're supposed to be protecting. It's a conflict between Roy Scheider and his alcoholism. It's the competing machismo of the faux intellectual Richard Dreyfuss versus the anxiety-driven Roy Scheider. You don't fucking get it, man. You don't fucking get it. Stop asking ChatGPT to summarize the movie and then going, nothing happened. Life happened, bro. Life happened. Saying it's an anticlimactic final fight. What the hell do you think it's a shark, man? What do you think? He was going to shoot a beam out of his mouth or something like that? What are you talking about? They don't get it. Sharks with freaking laser beams on their head? Real trill talk. $104-ounce can of chili. Isn't that like a 6-pound can? How there's 16 ounces in a pound, right? Holy fuck, it's like a 7-pound can of chili. It's like a gallon of chili. Cattle Drive Gold. I mean, that's a staggering amount of food, but it is also in a can. I don't even know what to think about this. I have essentially no idea. I see a lot of people in chat saying $5. If this is $5, it's going to shatter my worldview. Because that's like, I mean, it's like 70 cents a pound for actually one of the most nutritious things you can eat on the planet. Now, I'm going to guess it doesn't have meat in it because it's advertising that it has beans. But still, man, that's crazy. Don't short me. Look at the fucking nutrient profile on a vegetarian chili, bro. We would be fucking like superhuman if this was all we ate. I think it has meat. Is the meat in the picture with us, bro? I don't think so. I have to believe that this is at least $7.99. Okay, honestly, this is one where if you'll forgive me for being a traitor. Okay, that's criminal. It's $8.49. We were really close. If you'll forgive me, it's good that this isn't cheap. Or it's still really cheap, to be honest, but it's good that it's not suspiciously cheap. Because if this was like $4.99, there would be something, like it would start to raise some questions. It's like they've priced it high enough that what's left of the FDA doesn't have obvious cause to investigate where they're getting their ingredients from. $2.83 a liter, that is insane. $2.83 a liter for a prepared meal that's good for you is crazy. I'm sure it's salty, but still. That's wild, man. It's cheaper than gas? No, well, I guess it depends where you... No, it's not. No, it's not cheaper than gas. But gas is actually like really cheap in the whole scheme of things. If you think gas is expensive, start buying orange juice, bro. And don't even, I mean, we already covered the printer ink thing as long as we're hitting Redditor comments from like 2011. Dominica. 8,000 kilometers, kind of crazy. Any chance you're like Togo? You're around there. Any chance you're Libya? How about Greece? No, let's go one more. Let's go. Oh, Albania is fucking adjacent to the answer. How about Greece? How about Serbia? Well, let's start with the obvious one. Let's start with Montenegro. It's also adjacent. So it's very simple. We just need to know what you are. And you are a country that's known as Serbia. Ah, shit. You are a country. Kosovo's here, so you're Bosnia and Herzegovina. Oh, shit. You're Kosovo. The mystery. Oh, I didn't even know that's North Macedonia there? Correct. Tough. We still did okay. Just Macedonia? I don't know. Am I using antiquated knowledge? I thought it was called North Macedonia, even though there's no South Macedonia. What the hell goes on there? I don't know, man, but like 2,000 years ago, they were going crazy. They were wilding out. Did you see the clip of Wayne Gretzky trying to say Macedonia? Yeah, but I can't talk about it because it makes me defend Wayne Gretzky, because it's actually, apparently, it's supposed to be pronounced North Macedonia. So they got on him for pronouncing it right, even though I'm pretty sure he had no fucking idea how to pronounce it and just got lucky. But then he did say Caraco instead of Curacao, which is really funny. But me crashing out reading the articles that are like, Wayne Gretzky's mispronunciation of this European country will make you laugh today. And I'm like, he's actually right, just so you know. No disrespect to Daily Hive AI journalists, but he's actually, I think Wayne Gretzky was kind of cooking with that one. Gretzky got Qatar right because he's been there. And I don't mean on vacation. I see what you're saying. It's like a give me Californication. Damn, I did not come here to hear that he got it right. Unfortunately, I'm not saying you have to hand it to him. I'm just saying you have to evaluate your own biases. Sadly. Sadly, not everything Wayne Gretzky does is wrong. Like when he's got the puck on his stick, he's kind of a wizard. I do wish most of the time he would keep his mouth shut, though. This is obviously South Africa. Oh, thank God. Did Wade and Gretzky do bad shit? I think mostly he's just stupid and shouldn't be around in the media so much. I think yes, no, I know he's got some friends I'm not a big fan of. But I will, and maybe this is a radical take. I feel like I resent when an athlete makes me know that they suck. Like, can't you just like be content being like hockey guy who retires and is like sees people and goes, "That was me playing hockey." Like, put the puck in the net. He didn't really. Well, actually, I think he's got more goals than like anybody else in history even has points or whatever. But he was mostly an assist merchant. But he did score more goals than anybody ever. Oh, that's right, except Ovechkin. I forgot about except Ovechkin. But that was like a year ago, man. That's ancient history. 2007, Walt Disney. 2000. So this is it's Iron Man 1. Fuck you, bro. What the fuck was Disney coming out with that made this much money in 2007? Adventure fantasy action film. Starring, pirates! This is pirate season, bro. This is the first one, which came out in like 2003. So I think we're looking at the third one, which would be At World's End. Okay. We take those. Forgot about pirates, man. Probably, if I had to say so, best movie ever made based on a roller coaster. Best movie ever made, full stop. Universal came out with a movie that made $30 million starring Seth Rogen, June 1st, 2007. Definitely could be Knocked Up, which I may have seen every single movie on this in theaters. Roller coaster, relax, buddy. All right, it's a ride. I guess I wouldn't say it's a roller coaster. There are two little drops on it, though. And there's no seatbelts, which is how you know it's scary. Paramount Pictures with a $255 million movie starring starring Mike Myers from 2007. It's Shrek, obviously. I'm stupid, and this is Shrek 3. Okay. I was 100%. Like, the first thing that popped into my head was they re-released Goldmember in theaters? MGM, but it's not going to be a James Bond. Starring Kevin Costner. Fucking Draft Day? Oh, shit. Crime thriller? The man who has everything to hide. Kevin Costner and Demi Moore. A cycle. Oh, I know. This is called Mr. Mr. Brooks. The Dane Cook Kevin Costner movie. Yes, Dane Cook was in this, man. And apparently, I haven't seen it. Apparently, I've never seen Mr. Brooks before. But apparently, Dane Cook is good in this movie, which is kind of unbelievable, but that's what I heard. A psychological thriller about a man who is sometimes controlled by his murder and mayhem-loving alter ego. And Sony Pictures at $318 million could easily be Spider-Man 3, which I also saw in theaters. Oh, man. That's easy enough. Huge week for the third movie in a series. You're not wrong. How'd you get that? Well, there's one thing you need to know. We do this all the time. Walt Disney, there's a lot of franchises to look for when you see Walt Disney, okay? You got to figure out, is it Marvel? Is it Star Wars? Is it animated? Like, there's a lot of opportunity to get lost here. If you see a Sony movie making a lot of money, there's a really high chance it's a Spider-Man movie. MGM, there's a really high chance that it's James Bond. Paramount, you always got to look for like a Top Gun or something like that. And Universal is like Jurassic Park and Illumination Studios animated films. Those are the big ones. You can get some free points just by doing that. And then Mr. Brooks, I mean, this is like when I taught ESL. Sometimes the kids would be like, how am I supposed to know that? And you go, you're not. You're supposed to remember it. Unfortunately, English kind of sucks. Sorry, what do you want? I didn't invent the language. How are you supposed to know that to pluralize something you add an S, except for deer, which you just which you don't add an S to for reasons that make no sense at all, really? And then and fish, and then for mice, you would say mouses. And for goose, you go to geese. Like, it really doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of problems with the English language. I don't know why they couldn't just stick to a rule for that one. That one's insane. The kids were crashing out on me. Bro, do I look like I invented English? Nobody invented English, man. You're thinking of Hangul. One guy invented Hangul. That's why Hangul is goated. Because he was like, this shit doesn't make sense. I'm going to fix it. English just kind of, we put a dome around words and said, this is English. We didn't build English from the ground up. We built a fence around words that are used and said, these are English. King Sejong did go beast mode, dude. No doubt about that. So, I don't know, to me, I'm guessing this is a film about Jesse Owens. From context clues, but I don't know anybody who's in that. But I have seen Men of Honor. Jason Sudeikis, I gotta see this. David Cross got a hair transplant, man. David Cross is looking fucking good, man. When did David Cross get so fucking hot? Holy, man. I think I know who he played in the movie. If I had to guess. Gun to my head, if I had to guess who he played in the Jesse Owens movie, I think I know. Ted Lasso is Hitler. So we gotta get Jason Sudeikis. Oh, there's plays here, man. There's plays. I'm thinking it's like, we gotta get to Swankie. So it's like Jason Sudeikis. And then take me to Booksmart just because he's in it. And I'm not fucking with Olivia Wilde, except for the We Love America gif. I think Booksmart is really good. Is it a shot-for-shot remake of Superbad? Kind of, but Superbad is also a shot-for-shot remake of like 8 different 80s and 90s coming-of-age movies. I think Booksmart is good, man. It's a good, and plus it contributed to the Alanis Morissette Renaissance because at the climax of the film, she does karaoke of "You Ought to Know," which did kind of break my brain. I was like, how does a 17-year-old in 2017 know all the words to "You Ought to Know"? That seems a little surprising to me because Jagged Little Pill was kind of having a moment in like 1996. But anyway, long story short, guy who has made a short story long, Scarlett Gisondo. That's my Merle dog right there. Molly, I don't know. We're just taking an exploration today. Molly Gordon is in Ojai with the real David Cross. No disrespect to the other David Cross. So we are trying to get to Swankie. And if I was trying to get to Swankie from David Cross, I would think about movies that he's been in. And I would go David Cross, give me a second, I can do this, to Men in Black 2, to Tommy Lee Jones, to Ad Astra, to Brad Pitt, to Burn After Reading, to Frances McDormand, to Nomadland, to Swankie. And there's like the first step of that was done. Okay, so that's book. Then we take David Strathairn out, and we're trying to get to Robert De Niro or Cuba Gooding Jr. Why does it sound like that's not his name? And that's Bradley Cooper, the Silver Linings Playbook, David O. Russell, motherfucker, Robert De Niro, Men of Honor. That was an impressive one today. If I didn't spend 90 seconds talking about Booksmart, that would have been one of the most impressive Swankie percentages I think we've ever had. I thought that one was really good. Glynn Turman is in both of these, by the way. In case you're curious. Cuba Gooding Jr. when Puerto Rico batting senior walks in. That's true. That is true. I was thinking exactly the same thing. Who the hell is Puerto Rico? I think it's a board game, if I remember correctly. New Jersey Devils drafted in the first round. But they didn't have to be drafted by the New Jersey Devils. Quinn Hughes. Sorry, I'm talking to you from 2026. Philadelphia drafted in the first round. Take me back. I mean, Eric Lindros is an obvious one. There's got to be something a little clever. Ottawa Senators drafted in the first round. Give me Bobby Ryan. Bobby! Oh, he must be drafted by the selected team, you motherfucker! You fucking screwed me! How about Alexei Yashin? Alexei Laurel? And then, okay, drafted in the first round by Philadelphia. We'll go Nolan Patrick. It's going to be a very high percentage, but that's okay. And then New Jersey Devils drafted in the first round. I mean, there's a few. I'm just trying to think of if I could get something a little further back. Must be drafted by the team. Fuck it, bro. People aren't going to know how to spell Nico Hischier. No, they knew. They figured it out. And then the rest of them, I don't really care, except wait, I was going to put Sergei Samsonov there. That's not a good one. Sergei Samsonov's not going to work there. But you know what would work there? Dwayne Rollison. Ah, shit. Samsonov. I was way off. Sally Swanson. One word title, Oscar Isaac. The Ballad of Llewyn Davis. One word title, Sigourney Weaver. That's easy. Heartbreakers. You tried to screw me on that one. Woody Harrelson, one word title. I mean, that's a given. Kingpin. We've already got two of the greatest movies of all time on the list. And two of the greatest posters of all time. Oh, man. Sorry, there's some great moments in Kingpin. When he finds out that Ishmael actually isn't that good at bowling, because his score is based on his best 15 frame performance, because Amish people do whatever non-Amish people do, but 50% better. Kingpin, one of those movies I tried to watch again. I couldn't finish it. Skill difference, I think I've seen it 25 times. I've seen it a lot. Yeah, and I've talked about this a lot. I do. The one thing that doesn't make sense to me is when Roy Munson is helping out on the Amish farm, and the Amish people wake up early in the morning and they go to the barn, and he's holding a big bucket of milk with a milk mustache, and he goes, "Yeah, I woke up early, but I milked your cow." He says something like, "Yeah, it took a little while to warm up, but once I got it going, it didn't stop." And then the Amish dad goes, "We don't have a cow. We have a bull," which is like funny because he jerked off the bull and drank all the cum, I guess. And he's serious. He's got a bucket, man. But like, it boggles the mind that a middle-aged man would not know that he's milking a penis instead of an udder. It doesn't make any sense. It defies reason that he could not know. Oh, maybe he knew. That's a good point. Maybe he knew. It happens a lot, actually. Maybe it happens a lot. Woody Harrelson, of course, very famously in No Country for Old Men. Sigourney Weaver, very famously in a movie that dangiesling.com/movies gave a 9 out of 10, Cedar Rapids. Fuck ass Ed Helms. I got nothing against Ed Helms, really, but it's just, I have something against Ed Helms, and it's that Ed Helms as a member of an ensemble, no problem. If Ed Helms is the lead actor in the movie, don't pay money to see it. He does say riggy diggy doo. He does say riggy diggy doo. Oscar Isaac is in Dune. Dude, wait. Oscar Isaac is in Annihilation. Oscar Isaac is obviously in Ex Machina. He's also in The Card Counter. I don't know if you know that shit. I'm going to guess that Dune 2 is going to be number 1 here. So I'm going to play Star Wars. I should have put the fucking Addams Family. Actually, The Card Counter is doing some good work here. He looks like Dan on The Traders. This is like Dan's Traders drip. Dan Giesling in Scotland, right here. Which is a compliment, by the way. Oscar Isaac's a very handsome man. And so is Dan, for that matter. I'm not afraid to say it. Don't clip mods, delete the mod. Sigourney Weaver, 3 or more word title. She's in Finding Dory. She plays Sigourney Weaver. Woody Harrelson, of course. In True Detective. In Rampart. He's in the sports movie that came out recently. I stand no chance to remember the name. He's in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, which is more than 2 words, unless we just type Ebbing, Missouri. Sigourney Weaver, you're fucking pissing me off. The hell are you in? Oh, the Ice Storm! She's in the Ice Storm. She's not just an alien merchant, bro. And then Oscar Isaac. Well, okay, so obviously we have Ex Machina loaded up. It's just a question of whether I want to be the guy who plays Ex Machina, which I like as a movie, but is there really not a better... Like, if this said ignore the, we'd be in there. Boom. The Addams Family. I really don't want to say Dune 2. So I'm going to say Ex Machina. No, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to say... Oh, because this is Dune Part 2. Fuck. Shit. This is going to be like 90%, man. Oh, brother. I'm not stupid. I was going to type Zombieland, but then I was like, he's in them. But the second Zombieland is not called Zombieland 2. It's called Zombieland Double Tap. The fuck is Woody Harrelson in, man? He's in Kingpin. He's in No Country for Old Men. He's in The People versus Larry Flint. He's a fucking essay title merchant, bro. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. The People versus Larry Flint. All he fucking does is like twit longer movies. I give up. I have no idea. I have no idea. Indecent proposal? That's from like 40 fucking years ago. That's a hard one. If Rampart, oh, because it's Sigourney. Okay, fair enough. Crazy on the outside. That looks good. What is that? Ray Liotta, Kelsey Grammer, and Tim Allen in the same movie. What a treat! What a treat for the senses. Civil War ass movie, or is that just what Christian Bale is looking like? Didn't this win Best Picture, man? Whatever. Nightmare blunt rotation. I know he has opinions on small government. I would love to smoke a blunt with Kelsey Grammer. I don't fucking care. I'm not going to sign off on everything the dude has ever said. I think it'd be awesome to smoke a blunt with Kelsey Grammer. You know he's got some fucking droll anecdotes and shit like that. I would be so disappointed if he got high and he just started talking about politics when the dude has such a encyclopedic knowledge of like theater and shit like that. He better start referencing some shit from like the 17th century. If he starts talking about like Obamacare, I'm going to freak the fuck out. I may never recover if he starts talking about the Affordable Care Act or something like that. But Kelsey, come on, man. Drop some shit from Henry V, bitch. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have called Kelsey Grammer a bitch. There's no need for that. Who played Eddie in the Frasier reboot, by the way?
Gummy, an adjective meaning viscous, sticky.
Gummy.
Bite, a verb meaning to seize a special.
Kelsey Plum eating popcorn. Yo, Kelsey Grammer smoking weed. I'm sorry. My sense of humor is so fucking cooked. The other thing Kate made me laugh so hard last night because we were trying to figure out like we were saying some stupid shit like it must suck if you live in America and you win $1 billion in a lottery because then you lose half of it to taxes. You lose $500 billion to taxes right off the top. That's crazy. And then I said, what if you just roll into the casino and go to the roulette table? And then I couldn't stop laughing for the stupidest reason. I was just picturing a guy walking up to like the roulette table and going like, $500 million on red, please. It's just something about the mental picture of someone walking up to a roulette table and putting $500 million on a bet is so fucking funny, man. Wait, your gambling winnings are taxed too? Oh yeah, fuck. You can't win, man. You gotta win twice just to break even.
Zone. A noun. Raisin. A noun meaning a grape of any.
Well, kinda.
Hobble. A verb meaning to.
Oh.
Hippocratic. A adjective meaning of or. Osculatory. A noun meaning the act of kissing, also kiss.
Really?
Valuator. A noun meaning one that. Durango. A
Thank you, Bob Dylan.
Carpenter. A noun meaning a.
Thank you, Karen.
Plumage. A noun meaning the feather.
I'm in the zone. I feel like I'm in a rhythm right now.
Prestigious. A adjective meaning having de Gauss. A verb meaning to remove or neutralize the magnetic field of. Bacal. A adjective meaning of, relating to, near, involving or supplying a cheek. Latin book.
Fuck!
Intoxicating.
Oh my god.
A verb meaning.
Don't please tell me I wasn't one H off. Oh, buco! It's buco! Oh my gosh. My cheek fat. That makes perfect sense. Bob Dylan didn't prepare you for that. He should have a song about buccal fat removal. He should do a collab with Steely Dan, man. It could go crazy. Fuck, I gotta go so much fucking faster. I've gotta go so much fucking faster. Guacamole, bake and shark. Guacamole, maybe best food ever invented. This looks good. That's how I'm going to play this game from now on. Cacciatore. Doesn't even matter what the other one is. Shoe lizard versus a fish. I mean, the fish looks pretty good, if I may. This looks like, I didn't realize this was a dessert, so we'll take that. The fish looks good, you fucking haters. Oh my God. Pierogi's the second best food on the planet, maybe. Calzone's up there too. They're giving a lot of freebies today. Are you just a donut? Like a Timbit? Oh, it's a black-eyed pea fritter. That looks good as fuck. But Thai soup, Thai soup can lose. Friday Night Lights. I feel like this is good, but it just being squid is going to weird some people out, even with the Japan buff. Cookies. Cookies win. Red wine chicken looking a little... I mean, it looks good, but apparently it looks like the best food ever fucking invented, man. Who knew? These are sausages. Seasoned ground meat. A hearty main course pairs well with boiled potatoes. Is this... Are you meatloaf? From, I'm going to assume, the United Kingdom or maybe America? From hot. From Belgium? From the Netherlands. I would do anything for love, and I would eat that. Ground beef bulgur, onion, tomato paste, cumin, parsley, paprika. This is from Iran. This is from Turkey. Okay, fair enough. I'm sure you could get it. You could get Thai or meatballs in Iran, okay? That's where I had them. Flour, water, salt. Ghee spotted. What? What the fuck? Cool. To the northwest. Cool to the northwest. The northwest of India. I mean, is it Iran? I guess that would be my second guess. Itir Mishaltet. It's warm from Iran to the southwest. Palestine. Borders to the southwest. Jordan. Israel. Egypt. Oh my God. This is the first time in my entire life we've gotten ghee and it hasn't been India immediately. Anyway, we yum it either way. It's 94%. We lose to the average. True. You said true TBH, and I thought you said tree nuts. Something's wrong. I think I've melted my brain. I really do. You know, in the same way, Chibley's been talking about, and I believe this 100%, what I'm about to say. It's like a joke because it's funny, but it's also, I believe it's true. Partnered streamers, close your ears. Chibley's been talking a lot about how, like, there's something called TikTok-induced dementia that scientists are positing the existence of. There's basically, like, if you're 30 years old and you've been on TikTok for 5 years, you have the brain of, like, a 75-year-old. It's real. Well, like, I do think that there's like streamer-induced dementia or cognitive decline or ADHD or something like that, because I can feel it in myself. Now, obviously, I've been doing this a long time. You would expect from 25 to 37, your brain would get a little bit worse. But I think it's gotten even worse than you would expect in a control group that doesn't stream. And I honestly, because what I think is happening is not that like the effect of the website beaming into your brain is killing your brain. I think what it is it's the doing something and focusing on a stream of consciousness and then looking at chat and trying to digest 100 messages in 3 seconds and not giving any of them any kind of consideration whatsoever and just boom, like straight to the dome, look back at the screen, do like another task that's unrelated, look back at this, boom, 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 boom. Like I'm taking shots to the head all fucking day, man. So I do think that there's a part of, I think that one day, hopefully I'm not like the first streamer to die, which sounds really bad. I meant to say hopefully I'm the first streamer to die so that I don't have to see all my friends die. But someone is going to donate their brain to science and the scientists are going to crack that nut open and they're going to be like, what the fuck happened here? This guy's got the brain of like a 19th century boxer. Like it's just, there ain't no wrinkles left on this damn thing. And I think they're going to realize that actually streaming is like not a hard job, but actually is melting your brain. I don't know, maybe 1 to 2 IQ points annually. Maybe half an IQ point annually. I guess 2 points annually. I would be even sillier than I am right now. I started from about 180, so we got a ways to go until we regress to the mean, but which is actually why it's harder to be a small streamer than a big streamer. Oh, sorry, vice versa. You can't trust me because my brain's broken. It's harder to be a big streamer than a small streamer because in a small streamer, nobody's chatting. So your brain stays way better. But if you're a big streamer, chat's constantly causing you to lose intelligence, which is why streamers should be paid more money, especially big ones. But I really do, and honestly, you're going to say, I can't say this, but really like this industry is so new that I think I might be, one of the only people who can say this. I think that one day they're going to crack open my skull and be like, streaming breaks your brain. Which is like, nobody makes it through life alive, but at the same time, I 100%, I believe it and I'm all in on Kalshi. I'm just laughing because I have a sponsored stream that was supposed to start at 10 a.m. And I told my manager, I was like, don't worry, I'll speed through the dulls today. I know he's watching right now going, hopefully he's also going, what did I expect? It's, and I'm going to say something controversial here too. So cover your ears. Chicken katsu, better than regular katsu, AKA pork katsu. But pork katsu is still really good. But chicken, just better. I like it more. Maybe I wouldn't say better, but I like it more. I got to go with non-chips and butter chicken. Ooh, ham and salami pizza looking kind of good. Mushrooms a little piled up in the center. Chicken and chips looking kind of fucking nothing at the Marvel. Actually, this looks fucking bad. We're going to, never mind, it looks awesome. The double cheeseburger, that the lighting just does not look right, and the cheese is just falling off of the aluminum foil versus the loaded chips that look pretty good. I go loaded chips on that one. Stings, man. Okay, you don't even, oh, fuck. I was like, this is too bad to lose to any, that looks not good, but better. Pulled pork loaded chips. Oh my God, I'm fucking washed, bro. Wait, it's not this. It's not the mattress dog with the fucking don't the Dairy Queen soft serve on the side. It's incredible looking chicken for sure. 2 pork belly sandwiches with 4 egg rolls and chips for $42.50. I don't know how to process that, man. 2 banh mi's, 4. Those are not egg rolls, but okay. 2. So I forgot that this game's British. 2 pork belly sandwiches. These are banh mi's, by the way. Calling them pork belly sandwiches is fucking crazy. But I think we got to go with 50 cents here. The fact that, well, it is really expensive, to be fair. It's got to be masala fries over, no offense, librarian, over whatever that is. I don't even mind, like, the the meatballs. I get the fish balls in my pho. Fish bites and chips for £7. Looks all right. Hard to beat the bacon cheeseburger with a drink, though. Never mind, it's easy to beat it. I got my ass fucking kicked today, man. 47%. That's what I get for fucking trying to match a British person food for food. What's your favorite daily? Right now it's cryptic crossword, but in 8 or 9 years it's probably going to be kind of hard golf. America's biggest tulip festival is in a city called Holland. What state is that? Honestly, I think they're growing hella flowers in Washington, bro. I was thinking of the Mount Vernon Tulip Festival. U.S. state with the most lighthouses. Maine? Fuck. Michigan? I guess that makes sense. Michigan. The whole state is like 2 lakes. 1 lake? In medieval times, a length of about 4.5 inches was a unit of measure named for what body part? Your foot. That does not make sense. That's a tiny ass foot. Leonardo da Vinci used his own version of the measure, about 0.75 inches. The breadth, not the length, of what tool he always had handy. A finger. It's the only thing that makes sense. Nothing else made sense. Get it? Handy? Well, I was thinking, like, what else could it be? It's not like it's going to be his wrist. 0.75 inch wide wrist, bro, is like, he couldn't even pick up the paintbrush, bro. From 1932 to 35, Walt Disney had exclusive right to make cartoons using the new 3-strip technology from what film processing company? Kodak. Alan Mowbray's Red Coat really popped in. Becky Sharp, the first feature film shot in Technicolor? Technicolor, okay. Taboo, Galim, Darkon, and Master Hand are goofy villain names in what video game series? Super Smash Bros. What's crazy, I played a lot of Smash. I don't know who the fuck Taboo, Galim, and Darkon are, but Master Hand, the GOAT. Kansas City's Joyce Hall founded what company? Bush. After they used the one small step quote on a Christmas ornament, Neil Armstrong sued what company? Hallmark? Hallmark cards. It's the only thing that makes sense, man. They really just stole his shit, huh? Bar for bar. Ball for ball. That's some pussy shit. Oh, you haven't read the Supreme Court case? Armstrong versus Hallmark cards? Okay, we're going to skip a couple today because I have to get a move on. I think we're going to go kind of hard golf and maybe then call it and then go Bandle and then we got to play PUBG. And I'm excited to play PUBG. I need to rush through the dulls. Guys, I'm sorry I didn't have the screen region up in time. The game starts by dropping you, if I may. It drops you on top of the finish and then forces you to fall off to get all the way down here, which is really funny. It drops you from, like, I can't move my mouse to point, but it drops you on top of the finish flag and then forces you to fall off. I love a good troll, man. Well, oh, I thought it was going to do it again. I'm locking in. I'm breathing in the chemicals. Now, here we're talking. Here we're talking. Oh, whoa. Huge. Now here's, actually, you know what? No. You want to be here. But you definitely, you want to, oh, it's a fucking hell of a shot. Take me up nice and slow. I think I want to bounce here and then fall down here. which is not going to be easy. Ah, shit. Kinda hard golf bugged for me. Ask devs. Always feel for the devs because I feel like you're probably playing on like a 2008 Chromebook with like Windows NT/2000 or something like that with like integrated RAM and GPU, and you're like Internet Explorer 4.0 and then going like the website doesn't work for me, fix it. It's not my best performance here. Shit don't work on my Samsung fridge. Fuck it, bro. Just finish the course. Get the hell out of here. Worst laptop? I should not do this. They're like one of the most common sponsors on this website is like gaming laptops. I was gonna say, nut up, everyone. Type your least favorite laptop brand in the chat. Everybody type the name of the person, well, not the person, but the company that made the worst computer you've ever owned in your life. Ah! I see a few of the ones that I would say in there for sure. I see a lot of the one that I would say in there. We got some knowers in the chat. Way too much speed, man. Oh. Ah. It's a damn disaster, man. Watch this. Bro, the level's impossible. Don't fucking clap for me. Don't fucking clap for me. All right, let me